Simply put, this combination of elements could allow us to cyberform entire worlds.
Why do I feel a shockwave plan coming on?
Do not think for a moment, Starscream, that it has gone unnoticed that you left me at the mercy of the Autobots.
Master! Are you going to allow one lieutenant to harm another? Master?
I'm thinking.
I am tempted to force you to share my perception of things.
No! I only did what I thought was best for the mission. But I do feel compelled to add that it was my very error in judgment that made this happy accident possible. If I recollect, you were seeking to purge your laboratory of sensitive materials before the Autobots arrived, were you not?
Your argument is logical.
Exemplary teamwork. Now tell me, Shockwave, why does this cyber matter resemble chaos?
The basic elements are apparently unstable. I will turn my attention to correcting that.
Nevertheless, should we use this cyber matter to restore Cybertron or cyberform Earth, we would require a launch mechanism, would we not? Then we will focus all our remaining resources upon the successful reconstruction of the Omega Lock.
I've done everything I can, considering the limitations of my equipment and less than ideal spare parts. It remains uncertain if Ultra Magnus's new appendage will be fit for battle, though it should prove functional after the requisite amount of therapy.
That is all we can hope for, old friend.
You doing okay?
I'm still two-fisted.
So's Magnus.
Wait and see. The claw is gonna become his signature. You know, like the way you own that voice box Ratchet slapped in your throat? I mean, you know, everyone understands you fine. Why would you even consider getting it fixed now, all right?
Whoa. What'd he say?
B's kinda still attached to the sound of his own voice. His original one.
Hey, look at the bright, shiny side. Commander Magnus and Jackie single-handedly put the kibosh on Project Predacon. Though at least one beast that we know of remains. The one who has demonstrated the ability to transform.
Predaking, we will soon plot our strike against the Autobots to punish them for the massacre of your kind.
While I fully intend to exact my revenge, Project Predacon was merely a squadron, not an army.
I see.
My liege, if you truly aspire to restore our homeworld, then I have every faith that you will resurrect the entirety of the Predacon race from the remains which lie there, so that I may lead them against any and all of our shared enemies.
We salvaged much of the wreckage of the Omega Lock, but the damage was quite severe. I would urge the selective use of Earth technology. Retrofitting its operating systems will be more efficient than rebuilding from scratch.
Then do provide Starscream with your wish list. Since Shockwave must turn his attention to the stabilization of our cyber matter, You will be in charge of acquisitions.
Prime! We have trouble brewing. The Khans staged a smash and grab at the Los Alamos nuclear plant late last night and made off with 20 tons of control rods.
What are the Decepticons looking to build?
Lord Megatron, I have determined that the synthetic energon formula provided by Knockout is the source of the instability, simply because it is incomplete.
Then make haste and complete it. We will not only require enough cyber matter to rebuild one planet, but to remake a second.
Master, excuse my impudence, but what is the logic behind ruling two worlds?
It has taken me quite some time to fully comprehend that Earth and Cybertron have always been linked. Two halves of one whole, Primus and Unicron. And that to rule only one would be to never truly rule either.
Prime! It's Khans again. In progress this time.
Coordinates received, Agent Fowler.
Let's roll.
Yep. Your ability to roll remains predicated upon further exploration of your manual dexterity.
I'm afraid that Ratchet's authority supersedes my own in medical matters.
Understood.
Ratchet, reopen the ground bridge, but ensure that the humans are kept at a safe distance, for we will be returning with a Decepticon prisoner.
Because we had the foresight to shield our new base, our captive will be unable to transmit his coordinates to the Decepticon warship.
Nor will they in turn be able to pinpoint his location.
Guess we have all the time in the world to make Mr. Personality tell us everything he knows.
The Khan's surveillance chief must know a lot, right?
But Soundwave doesn't speak. Does he?
I'm not sure he even has a face.
With Laserbeak unable to triangulate Soundwave's current location, are you not concerned about what our comrade might spill?
Of one thing I'm certain. Soundwave knows when to impart information and when to withhold it.
Why is Megatron stealing human technology? What is he attempting to build? Why is Megatron stealing human technology? What is he attempting to build?
Whoa. Optimus Prime, the remix.
Oh yeah? Why don't I wipe that smile right off his face? Soundwave,
We have treated you fairly. For the sake of the natives of this planet, tell us what Megatron is attempting to build, before we are forced to rely upon less civil methods of interrogation.
Scrap this. Soundwave is no ordinary Cybertronian, inside or out. So I would strongly suggest opening him up, so we can have a first-hand look at the information recorded on his drives.
Uh-oh.
All right, he's downloading data.
No. Soundwave is erasing data.
Soundwave superior. Autobots inferior.
Is he...
His vital signs remain functional. It seems he has simply severed all communications by crashing his own drives.
Lord Megatron, I have located the one item upon this world which possesses enough raw tonnage to power the reconstructed Omega Lock, a particle collider's synchrotron.
Excellent, Shockwave.
However, the successful completion of the synthetic energon formula is proving to be far more difficult than anticipated.
Knockout first procured this unfinished shamble from the Autobot medic, did he not?
That is my understanding.
Then the most efficient means to an end may very well be to recruit that medic.
Attempting to abduct the one Autobot who rarely leaves their base. A base we have yet to locate. May prove to be a challenge.
You forget that we currently have an agent within the Autobot base.
Laserbeak could reconnect with Soundwave and upload his directive to him.
Which would still require knowing the location of their base.
It is my understanding that Soundwave kept surveillance records of more than just the human children.
Prime, these recent con heists have General Bryce breathing down my neck. So I gotta get back to the barbecue today for another grilling.
Understood, Agent Fowler. And rest assured, should our prisoner return online, we will resume our interrogation.
Sounds like a plan. I'll get back to base as soon as possible.
You summoned me, Lord Megatron.
I require your services, since we anticipate an Autobot presence at our next event.
I welcome any opportunity to face the Prime again, warrior to warrior.
You pride yourself on your evolution, yet you have learned nothing. I may have lost my surveillance chief today. The Autobots have expanded their forces, while ours continue to dwindle.
Then I shall simply battle twice as fiercely.
As a beast.
I'm on my way to the base, but I just got word. The cons busted into the Solaris Particle Collider project at the South Pole.
Autobots?
What? Yep.
Doc, the commander's ready.
Fine.
Bulkhead, smokescreen, remain here with Ratchet to guard our prisoner. Everyone else, transform and roll out.
Can't we throw a tarp over him? He's creeping me out.
Yeah, it's like he's watching, no matter where you go.
Would both of you stop focusing on what Soundwave can or cannot see and help me figure out what he did not tell? Like why Megatron would be interested in something believed to generate enough power to create a black hole.
black holes. So Megatron's looking to swallow up the known universe.
And everything in it.
No, no! He would merely want to harness the power of something capable of swallowing worlds in order to create one. Oh, my. Optimus, I know this hardly seems the time, but it may aid you in your task.
Go ahead.
I believe that Megatron may be attempting to rebuild the Omega Lock. Do we let him?
No, for you know as well as I that Megatron will use a reconstructed lock to cyberform both Cybertron and Earth. And that is one abuse of power that we cannot allow.
Understood.
The Decepticons must not be allowed to secure their target. I will engage the Predacon.
You heard your leader. Forge ahead.
Somebody knew we were coming.
You think?
Ratchet, it may not be with the Forge or the Omega Lock, but we're gonna find a way to get our planet repaired.
Oh no.
Previously on Transformers Prime.
Simply put, this combination of elements could allow us to cyberform entire worlds.
Then we will focus upon the successful reconstruction of the Omega Lock.
Prime, it's Cons again. In progress this time.
Ratchet, we will be returning with a Decepticon prisoner. Why is Megatron stealing human technology? What is he attempting to build?
Knockout first procured this unfinished shamble from the Autobot medic. The most efficient means to an end may be to recruit that medic.
It took a cataclysm to extinguish Cybertron's original Predacon inhabitants. You never stood a chance against me, Prime. In fact, the time has come for your extinction.
Permission to hasten our progress, Chief?
Granted.
This is no place for a one-handed Autobot.
I'll take one bum hand over one good eye any day.
Stand down, Predacon.
I am Predaking, and I will never bow to your kind.
Predaking, I have been informed that our objective is at risk. Secure it, now!
Commander, objective secured.
Now might be a fine time for surrender.
A logical assumption, were it not for.
Ratchet, we require immediate transport back to base.
Huh? Stewardess, there's a man on the wing of this plane.
Ratchet, do you read?
I see.
Bulkhead. Is everything all right? Where's Ratchet?
He's gone.
What do you want from me?
Your assistance, actually. To help complete a little science project.
I will never cooperate.
Shockwave does not require your cooperation to siphon your knowledge, Doctor.
Peeled some paint off Laserbeak. But if I were a better shot, Ratchet would still be here.
Chin up, soldier. We've combed the entire floor. For the moment, that remains our only clue.
Nothing in the ground bridge log. If they bridged Ratchet out of here, they used theirs, not ours.
Why take Ratchet prisoner, but leave these two behind?
If Megatron intends to hold our medic hostage, I find it curious that he's made no demands.
It would stand to reason that Ratchet must possess something the Decepticons want.
Well, whatever the cons are after, Ratch won't give it up. Right?
Lord Megatron, I understand that you have brought an accursed Autobot aboard this warship.
Indeed.
Then I will accomplish with him what I failed to with the Prime.
Predaking, this Autobot is more than a prisoner. You do wish for Cybertron's restoration, do you not? Our captive's usefulness will come to an end. And when that time arrives, I assure you, he will be all yours.
Listen, I need 24/7 satellite monitoring. Eyes on the skies and ears to the ground.
Maybe Buckethead's after the techno babble.
The synth-N formula?
Why would the cons need the artificial stuff if they already control most of this planet's energon reserves?
Greed. What else?
If Megatron is truly rebuilding the Omega Lock, as Ratchet surmised, synthetic energon might be a necessary component.
I hate to be the one to bring lightning to a thunderstorm, but there's one thing we're all ignoring. If the cons found Ratchet here, they know the location of this base.
And what did the cortical psychic patch yield?
Only confirmation that the synthetic energon formula is unstable, and that the Autobot medics' work on it remains incomplete.
Then it seems we must help Ratchet finish his work.
Are you through poking around inside my head? You didn't find what you wanted, did you? or else you wouldn't be here.
What I want apparently does not yet exist.
And that would be?
We would very much like for you to complete your work on the formula for synthetic energon.
Even if I were capable, do you think that I would hand you a limitless supply of fuel and ammunition just so you can turn around and use it against the Autobots?
Oh, you misunderstand, dearest Ratchet. I intend to use your formula for the purpose of creation, not destruction. We have fortuitously discovered that your synth-N, when combined with cybernucleic acid, may in fact form the basis for an alternative cyber matter.
You are attempting to rebuild the Omega Lock.
We stand on the verge of a great moment in time, you and I. The restoration of our very home world.
Collaborate with the barbarian who essentially destroyed our planet in the first place? Who sadistically crushed Bumblebee's voice box while looking him in the eye? No, thank you.
Then I present you with a choice. Complete your research, or...
Humans, always the weak link.
Are these humans supposed to mean something to me?
If not, I am certain this will. As you must certainly be aware, we know the location of your current base. Accept my offer, and I will allow your fellow Autobots and human pets to remain unharmed. Think it over, good doctor.
My liege, you aren't really going to allow the Autobots to remain operational.
Of course not. Assemble your armada, Starscream, and decimate their base once again.
All aerial search patterns are coming up empty.
No comlink chatter either.
And no ground activity. It's a little too quiet out there.
Since the Decepticons no longer seek Predacon bones or Earth technology, there is no activity to track.
So until Megatron makes a move, we're in a holding pattern.
Ratchet didn't think this new hand he built for me was good enough. But I'll tell you what truly isn't good enough. Giving up. We have no choice but to play this old school. Split into teams for maximum coverage.
We have incoming, a whole fleet's worth.
Concentrate your fire on Hangar E.
Air cover is holding. For the moment.
Lord Megatron, I am pleased to report that the Autobot base has been reduced to ashes.
The mess hall sure is a mess.
We are fortunate that Decepticons can be fooled by a simple paint job.
I'm sure you would more fully appreciate a tour of our facilities if you were comfortable.
How do you know I won't use these to amputate?
And pass up a chance to see our molecular masking field?
Your cloaking device. Shielding is shielding. High-tech or low.
Perhaps you'll be more impressed by our energon transfusion capacitor. It allows us to maximize our consumption 1,000-fold.
Decepticon engineering never fails to impress.
Doctor, we may be mortal enemies, but Autobots and Decepticons do share one common goal. You would like to see the ruins of our devastated homeworld restored to their former brilliance, as would I.
Megatron, you would just try to conquer Cybertron all over again, and enslave anyone who refuses to pledge allegiance to you.
Of course I would. And your comrades would attempt to stop me as ever. But at least we would once again possess a planet worth fighting over.
Perhaps, but you wouldn't stop there, would you? Earth would be next, if not first. What assurance do I have that you would leave humankind be? And that you wouldn't instantly terminate me once you get what you need?
None whatsoever. After all, we both know that as a Decepticon, any assurances I might offer would be worthless. But that does not change the fact that you may be Cybertron's only hope of ever seeing life again.
So the kid clipped the business end of Laserbeak's transponder.
You're not such a bad shot after all.
We thought you might be the best one to provide an analysis, in Ratchet's absence.
It's trying to communicate with the warship.
How do you know?
It's telling us.
Raph, that's Cybertronian code.
Wait, first Raph understands Bumblebee, now he reads Cybertronian? Are we sure he's not some kind of alien?
I've been learning for a while. In between stuff, when Ratchet had time to teach me.
Hey, Raph, we'll bring him back.
If it's the last thing we do.
If it's talking to its mama, can we triangulate the signal?
To a shielded warship.
If the transponder were still attached to Laserbeak, we could follow it.
Maybe we should give it wings.
We can use spare parts from the machine shop.
Then let's do it. For the dock.
While your forces have put a dent in our resources, Shockwave has been invaluable in updating our laboratory. Should you choose to accept the task, you shall have unrestricted access to our equipment.
Is that a quantum cryo-inducer? Only 2 were ever made.
3, actually. You are holding the original prototype.
The frequency modulator keeps shorting out.
Easy, champ. Let me try uncrossing some wires.
Now there's something you don't see every day.
Jackie wasn't always a loner, you know. Being a wrecker was all about the team.
Yip, bip, bip, bip. Nico, I needed that.
I was just trying to tighten up that thingamajig.
Please.
Agent Fowler, everything all right?
Just preoccupied, thinking about the close calls we humans have had with the cons lately. Smacked down by Soundwave, stuck in Knockout's trunk with your mom.
Moving on.
The uncomfortable reality is, the bots might not always be here. And even if they are, they can't be everywhere at once, as we've learned. This armor is the only thing that stood between Miko and that Predacon, the reason she came back without a scratch. Cyber tech like that could be just what we need to give our agents on the front lines a fighting chance. Agents like? Maybe you someday.
What?
You'll be of age soon. And you're prime material, son. Your mom thought you might be a good fit, seeing as you've been wishy-washy about future plans.
Wait, you've been talking to my mom about me?
Custer's mustache!
Sorry, Agent Fowler.
I think I need to change my Star Spangled shorts.
I'm still fine-tuning Chip's remote.
Chip?
So we're gonna let this doohickey fly back to Con Central.
And lead us right to Ratchet.
Even if you manage to reconstruct the Omega Lock, it is a mystic force. I've come to my senses. The notion of scientifically replicating its capability is pure folly. Madness, even.
But how will we ever know for certain, Doctor? If we do not try. And how can we not try when the means finally lie within our reach?
You've actually done it!
Decepticon engineering. It will not take long for this Omega Lock's drives to be fully operational. All that is still needed to restore our home is the cyber matter to launch through it.
Which requires a stabilized formula for the production of synthetic energon.
I have every confidence in you, Doctor.
I'll do it. But then you already knew that, didn't you?
Previously on Transformers Prime.
Bulkhead, where's Ratchet?
He's gone.
If Megatron is truly rebuilding the Omega Lock, synthetic energon might be a necessary component.
What did the cortical psychic patch heal?
Only that the synthetic energon formula is unstable.
If the transponder were still attached to Laserbeak, we could follow it.
So we're gonna let this doohickey fly back to Con Central.
And lead us right to Ratchet.
You would like to see the ruins of our devastated homeworld restored to their former brilliance.
You would just try to conquer Cybertron all over again.
But that does not change the fact that you may be Cybertron's only hope of ever seeing life again.
I'll do it.
You sure we don't need to install a GPS on our scout here?
Too risky. Both sides are getting real good at rooting out that kind of trick.
Besides, we don't need a tracker.
We have Optimus.
But won't the con see you coming, big guy?
Not until it's too late.
We'll be prepared for immediate mobilization upon your command, sir.
Good luck, Optimus.
Be safe.
Whatever the outcome, know that Ratchet would be most proud of your contribution.
Come on, kid. Let's light this thing.
Fetch me the quantum cyber measure.
Do I look like hired help to you, Autobot?
Knockout, attend to the needs of our esteemed guest.
As you command.
So So we know this cyber matter to be produced by an atypical molecular displacement reaction.
Extensive empirical evidence indicates the fundamental instability within the Synthen formulation to be the cause.
Double-blind analysis?
Naturally. The results only confirmed my original hypothesis. Once the erroneous variable has been corrected for, the stabilized synthetic material will bind properly with cybernucleic acid.
And produce a stable form of cyber matter. Remarkable.
Yes. Quite an act of providence.
And to think that had we not let you destroy the beasts, none of this would be possible.
Let?
What I meant to say was, those specimens you requested earlier aren't going to prepare themselves, are they?
There is much to do in little time, Doctor. Shall we get back to work?
Certainly.
Prime, haven't heard from you in a while. Everything all right up there?
So far, Agent Fowler.
What happens when the Khan's ID Laserbeak signal?
We're counting on Optimus making visual contact with the warship before its radar can detect ship.
The boss will be fine.
It's not Optimus I'm worried about.
Knockout. I require a fresh CNA sample.
Knockout, bring this. Knockout, get that. Apparently fetching is all I'm good for lately. It wasn't all that long ago I used to run this lab. Now I'm everyone's gopher. Yes?
The isoprobe. I don't see one.
What a surprise. Anything else?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We stand at the very precipice of a new age. What do you mean our scanners have detected Laserbeak's signal? Starscream, you did destroy the Autobot base, did you not?
With great fervor, my lord. Why do you ask?
Because Laserbeak's frequency has been detected on radar.
But that's not possible. He's right here in Soundwave's torso.
Which is why this would appear to be an Autobot trick, designed to uncover our position and rescue a certain prisoner. But then, one has to wonder, how would they possibly manage to execute such a complex task without the proper facilities?
Allow me to troubleshoot.
The final piece of the puzzle. Thank you, Decepticon Engineering.
Shockwave! Assembly of the Omega Lock is entering the final stage. Your guidance is required.
Understood, my liege. Knockout, Supervise our guest in my absence.
Wow, thanks for the big vote of confidence.
I can't allow Megatron to possess the stabilized formula. Not now, or ever.
For the love of what is happening?
The formula's instability. It must have triggered a chain reaction.
Guards, help me extinguish this inferno before it scorches the project. And my finish.
Optimus Prime! How dare you continue to live? Blast that Autobot into oblivion! The frequency isn't emanating from Prime, and it's still on the move. Finish him! If I cannot find the source of the signal before it finds the warship, Megatron will have our heads!
Lord Megatron, there has been a situation, more like an accident, really.
Spit it out!
The prisoner has escaped!
Come out wherever you are.
Not bad for an old bot. If you terminate me, you'll never get your hands on the formula.
Oh, I wouldn't be so certain, Doctor. My experts are working diligently to disentangle your false trail as we speak.
There you are. And down you go.
No!
I need a ground bridge, now!
Nice try. I'll just put this back where it belongs.
Spectrum analysis confirms that the synthetic energon is stable. The formula is now complete.
And your timetable for production?
With the aid of hyper-acceleration technology, not long.
Oh, a pity you won't live long enough to witness the fruits of your labor. But as much as we appreciate your contributions, Doctor, I've made a promise to someone that I intend to keep.
Do you feel defenseless, Autobot? Good. Now you know what my fellow Predacons endured right before you massacred them!
Optimus to base. Come in.
Commander, have you determined the warship's location?
No, Ultra Magnus. The transponder has been destroyed. We are no closer to finding Ratchet than when we began.
Lord Megatron, synthesis of the cyber matter required to cyberform Earth has commenced.
Splendid, Shockwave. Move the Omega Lock into position. I want to be ready.
At last, good riddance to a wretched species.
Although I will say they manufacture some fine-looking automobiles.
Just get it over with. It's not like I could ever live with myself, knowing the role I played in humankind's extinction. But if you want to avenge your cohorts, don't stop with me. Keep avenging all the way to Megatron.
What? What do you mean?
Your high and mighty leader wanted your Predacons exterminated and simply allowed us to do his dirty work for him.
Nothing but a false claim to save your own spark.
You consider yourself an intelligent being, don't you? Then rise above your base instincts and analyze the situation. We followed the trail that day with the desperate hope that it would lead to an Energon mine. We had no idea we would find Shockwave's laboratory.
The coincidence barely seems plausible.
Because it wasn't a coincidence. Energon was clearly planted to lure us there by Megatron.
Why would my liege wish to destroy us?
Having just been on the receiving end of your might, one theory springs to mind. Megatron fears you. And any like you.
Lord Megatron, Predaking is on a rampage and moving rapidly toward the...
Autobot base, do you read? This is Ratchet. Can anyone hear me?
Loud and clear, old friend.
Yes, Ratchet!
It's all right. Listen to me. Megatron has managed to rebuild the Omega Lock on board his warship. I've deactivated the Decepticon shielding system. You should be able to get a fix on my coordinates. Optimus, you must hurry. Megatron is preparing to cyberform Earth as we speak.
Ratchet? Autobots, lock on to those coordinates and prepare to storm the warship.
You heard our leader. We're going in and we're going in heavy. Gear up.
They can't leave without saying goodbye.
No time for that, and no need. They'll be back.
Initiating ground bridge.
Members of Team Prime, Autobot and Human, it has been my honor to lead you. On this day, the fates of two worlds hang in the balance, and the battle to come may very well be our last. But for Earth, for Cybertron, for our comrade Ratchet, we must take the Decepticon warship.
Are you sure confronting the Beastbot directly is the best option, Lord Megatron?
We shall see how His Majesty fares against the most powerful weapon in our vault, the Dark Star Saber. Megatron!
I'll just go fetch that little something we talked about.
Is it true that you ordered the annihilation of my army?
Indeed. And my only mistake was not seeing the extermination through.
I will tear you apart!
That's the spirit. But I was a champion of the pits of Chaos not only due to my savage might, but also my cunning. You should have heeded my advice and faced me as a beast.
Bravo, my liege. It isn't every day one witnesses the extinction of a species all over again.
One ultimate weapon coming right up. Who wears tall, dark, and scaly?
Report.
Lord Megatron, the ship is under attack by the Autobots.
But the warship is cloaked. How is that possible?
The medic lives. Mobilize what remains of our forces. The Omega-Lock must be defended at all costs. If Optimus Prime wishes to wage a battle for the fate of both Earth and Cybertron, then I shall oblige him. This will be our last stand. Previously on Transformers Prime. Assembly of the Omega-Lock is entering the final stage.
Megatron is preparing to cyberform Earth.
Autobots, lock on to those coordinates.
Spectrum analysis confirms that the synthetic energon is stable.
A pity you won't live long enough to witness the fruits of your labor.
Your high and mighty leader wanted your Predacons exterminated.
And my only mistake was not seeing the extermination through. You should have faced me as a beast. Mobilize what remains of our forces. This will be our last stand.
The Omega-Lock's control station is located on the lower deck.
Come on.
I am making my way there now.
Copy, Ratchet. We will rendezvous at the objective. RC, lead stealth team to secure the Omega-Lock. Ultra Magnus, you and the Wreckers storm the bridge. prevent the Decepticons from targeting the device if Stealth Team is delayed.
Optimus, if we fail to secure the lock before it's ready to deploy, do we destroy it?
I do not intend to squander a second chance to restore Cybertron.
Wreckers?
B, smokescreen, with me. Smokescreen!
Without me.
That isn't the mission.
There's something I need to do.
Shut it down, Shockwave. I cannot allow you to harm Earth.
The planet will not be harmed, only its indigenous life forms.
Over my sparkless husk.
Ratchet, we're approaching your position.
What?
Scrap.
Attack! Pack light. Pack light. Oh. Pack smart.
I was hoping you'd still be here.
Secure the bridge! Ultra Magnus to all units. We will be delayed. Soundwave pulled one of his relocation tricks.
Raph, can you get me onto the warship's bridge?
Sure, now that I have a fix on it. But you won't have a chance against Soundwave.
I will if I have backup.
Lord Megatron, the Omega Lock is fueled and ready.
Shockwave. Commence Omega Lock firing sequence.
Surprise.
Pick on someone your own size.
Raph, showtime!
Are you sure about this, Jack? Last time we crossed the streams...
Do it, Raph, now!
Enjoy the Shadow Zone, dude.
Come on, we need to figure out how to navigate this thing.
Shockwave, prepare to fire the... What?
Whoa! Whoa! Dude, where'd you learn to drive?
Special delivery. That way, right? Optimus, catch!
Smoke screen! Optimus, you must use the saber to destroy the Omega Lock. It is the only way to save Earth.
The Star Saber! Prepare to join your scout in the All-Spark.
Megatron!
You took my voice. You will never rob anyone of anything ever again.
Lord Megatron! No! I will avenge you, Master!
Starscream, do not be a fool.
Curse you on your logic!
Bumblebee.
Your voice.
My voice? What are you... My voice? Ratchet, I have my pipes back.
Yes, we noticed.
The cyber matter.
It is the only possible explanation.
It would seem the old field medic made good after all. Optimus Prime to all units. Megatron is no more.
Yes!
Hooah! Wreckers, a job well done securing the bridge.
It wasn't us, sir. The credit belongs to the humans.
Hoo-yeah!
The Omega Lock is under our control. I propose that we put it to good use.
Agreed, old friend. Ultra Magnus, set course for Cybertron.
Hey, Raph. You could tear yourself away from your laptop for 2 seconds. Bridge yourself up here so we can get to Cybertron already.
Wait, who's that?
B?
Your elbow articulator is digging into my lateral flexor.
Do you intend to whine for the duration of the voyage?
Optimus, I was never able to learn Shockwave's side of the cybermatter equation. This may be all we ever have, and Cybertron is a much larger planet than Earth.
Then we must launch the cybermatter at Cybertron's very core.
Into the heart of Primus himself?
Commander, we've arrived at the Well of All Sparks.
such luster. What? I'm joining the winning team.
The Predacon. Though our home world is once again capable of supporting life, we have much rebuilding to do. Alas, we will miss our home away from home, and the family we've made here.
If cons are still out there, won't Earth be on their radar?
Raph, if you ever need me, need us for any reason, we're just a space bridge away.
Besides, we'll be in good hands with you, Jack, and Miko continuing to serve Unit E in a semi-official capacity.
Whoa, we are agents? Consultants. Until you're of age.
I trust that Unit E doesn't have any rules forbidding the enlistment of rusty old Autobot consultants.
Ratchet? You of all...
Yep. I know where I am needed.
Raph.
I know, B. You don't need to say anything.
I never did.
Miko, I guess this is...
It's been quite a ride.
Keep in touch, Jack. Don't make me hunt you down.
Until we meet again, old friend.